So Radial is one of the leading e-commerce providers in the country. It has shipped 306 million units in 2016, and it's one of the leading providers of technology services as well as omni-channel operations across the country.
Fraud ecosystem is changing very, very rapidly. We see with EMV coming into the space, we're seeing fraud transfer from offline to online. And we're seeing that happen at a very, very rapid pace. The fraudsters are starting to change their behaviors and coming up with more and more sophisticated schemes. So in order to adapt to the fraudsters who essentially keep this as a profit center, it's our job to stay ahead of them.
So we realized that the platform that we are currently on is not going to give us the necessary depth that we need.
When we were looking for a provider, we really needed people who knew a couple things, right? They needed to know the technology that we were working on, and they needed to actually be able to help us with the timeframes that we had. This wasn't something where we were just trying to hire somebody to do whatever we wanted to. We needed to hire a partner. And I think Infosys brought in their INSEP methodology, which helped us make very, very fast decisions. We didn't have a lot of time to choose between different technologies, and their methodologies helped us very quickly come to the appropriate decision.
Once the solution was picked, it was quite clear to us that implementation timelines will fall into these many brackets. Infosys was able to help us aligning that in much smaller components and iterations, which helped us achieve the timeline. There were a lot of good solutions. There are a lot of good vendors out there who we evaluated and we liked, but we identified Pega ultimately as one of the key solutions that we wanted because they met all the requirements that we had put together, both the business and the technical.
We were using older technology. Now we have real-time transactions, 2 seconds or so, even less at times. We can handle a lot more volume. We have full control over our system, which is amazing. So when things aren't looking how we want them, we can tweak them. We can actually make changes to our system without actually having to go to a third party to make that happen. The tools that we've implemented and our experience really helps us stay ahead of everybody else.
The business team is very excited with this new particular solution. They see a sea of change in what they have been doing previously with the legacy solution.
The agility, the ability to stop fraudsters as fast as they change, that's what it's given us.